Hi everyone, Kristi here. I get asked on a daily basis, Kristi, what advice do you have for me? I'm struggling. What's your biggest piece of advice? Or the other one I get is, I'm frustrated. I'm not where I want to be this month. So I want to address both of those because I've been getting a lot of those this week. First, my biggest piece of advice. My biggest piece of advice is follow your business activity tracker. If you aren't reaching your goals, up your activity goals, up how many people you're inviting, up how many people you're connecting with. Get better at those things. That's my biggest piece of advice. Do your training, do your personal development, plug in. So many times coaches will post in the team page, I'm struggling with this, what's your suggestion? My suggestion is to plug into every national wake-up call, to plug into every team call. Because if you're doing these consistently, not just when you need them, but if you're doing these consistently, you won't have those questions because usually they're answered in the national wake-up call when you're searching for those answers. Every week we are given so much training, and a lot of it you've heard before, but it's never clicked. And for it to click, you have to be plugging in, you have to stay plugged in, and you have to be doing your business activity tracker. So many times the coaches that are frustrated because they haven't achieved Success Club or they haven't reached their goals for the month, it comes down to, if I ask for that business activity tracker, I see way too many zeros. And instead of being frustrated with the lack of progress in their business for that month, they can see where they need to make improvements, what they've been doing well, and what they need to work on. So use your business activity tracker. It completely transforms businesses. I cannot tell you how many coaches this month alone who have had struggles for 9-10 months, who are now using it and progressing and reaching their goals and doing more and better in their businesses than they've ever done before. Because when they write it out on that business activity tracker, they can actually visually see what they are doing well and where they need to make improvements and make adjustments. So that's my biggest advice to you. Plug in. And these vital behaviors are vital for a reason. They are a must. And don't reinvent the wheel. This is my next biggest piece of advice. So I'm giving you 3 things. 1, plug in always, consistently, even when you don't want to. Make sure you put it on your calendar if you can't make things live that you're listening to the recording. 2, business activity tracker. It's a must. 3, do not reinvent the wheel. As a brand new coach, you have access to the Coach Training Academy. It's incredible. Make sure to go through it. I know it takes time. I know it's long. I know it's a lot of information. If you go to school, you have to finish, you have to read, you have to take exams to get a degree. It's the same thing. You have to learn your business. Go through the Coach Training Academy. Then join an intern group. If you are not in any of my intern groups, contact your upline coach. Contact the person who sponsored you. They should be running intern groups. If they're not and you're on the team, message me. I do not want any of you missing out on going through an intern group. The intern group, coupled with the business activity tracker, will take your business to the next level if you do it. These things are easy to do and easy not to do. So those are my tips and my advice to you. I'm going to leave you with one more piece of incredible advice about not reinventing the wheel. You have the Coach Training Academy. You have your 7-day quick start as a brand new coach. It's 7 days of what you should be doing your first 7 days in the business. You have your business activity tracker. These things are not just fluff. They really do work if you use them. It's important that you use them. Join an intern group. When you complete an intern group, join an Emerald to Diamond group. I lead them every month. you can apply to join these groups with me. Now, when it comes to not reinventing the wheel, don't try to reinvent this. You invite to challenge groups, you go through this training group, you complete your business activity tracker. Your business activity tracker is going to keep you on track with the basics. It's going to keep you on track with the vital behaviors. And when you are tracking what you are doing, your productivity will increase. All too often I see coaches who are posting to Facebook and helping one another, but they're missing one of the most important vital behaviors. They're not inviting. They're like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. My business isn't working. And then when I see their business activity tracker and I see the zeros, I know why their business isn't moving forward. So it's really important that you're using this activity tracker so that I can help you more, that I can help give you feedback and see what things you're doing well and where you can improve. But what I see in the leaders doing is trying to reinvent the wheel. When you have your coaches and your team using the business activity tracker, the intern groups, the Emerald to Diamond training, challenge groups, don't reinvent the wheel. Hold people accountable. They need your help. Give them feedback, set expectations, set requirements, and follow through with those requirements. It's like being a parent. You can't set an expectation and then just let your child get away with it every single time. If you do, that doesn't matter what expectation you set. They know they can get away with it. So when you set these prerequisites, when you set these expectations, when you set these requirements, hold your coaches accountable to them. When you set these expectations for your challengers, hold them accountable. They are asking you to hold them accountable. They committed to this. They committed to their goals, and you have to be committed to them. You have to hold them accountable. So what that means in an intern group is checking in on their daily posts, checking in, making sure that they did the assignment and calling them out when they didn't. On the business activity tracker, giving them feedback. If they didn't send it in, call them out. Where's their business activity tracker? You have to hold them accountable. And the next thing is organization. This is one of the biggest things that is going to transform your business. It will transform your business, but you have to be organized so that you are efficient. I see people getting so overwhelmed and just wanting to give up because of their own inefficiencies, because of their own misorganization, I don't know, even unorganization that they have in their business. You have to be organized. So I list out, the business activity tracker gives you a list of what you should be doing daily. It really does. But I list those things out on paper as well. And I give myself a time limit for each one. So for example, today I had a list and it said to check into all of my training groups and my challenge groups. And I was going to do that from 9 to 9:30. I had emails and Facebook messages from 9:30 to 10. Kind of have it out of order here. I had my workout from 6 to 7, shower, getting ready, 7 to 8, laundry, all that good stuff. 8:30 to 9, I had making posts for Facebook and Instagram. 9 to 9:30, check with the training groups. 9:30 to 10, answer all emails and Facebook messages and get out my 20 invites for the day. 10 to 10:30, create a new coach getting started doc. I wasn't actually creating anything new. I was just reiterating all of the things that are in our coach online office already. 10:30 to 11:30, follow up with all of those people who have said that they were interested in the coach opportunity or a challenge group and haven't got back to me. You know those people that you message and then you hear crickets? Yeah, they had asked for information, so I followed up with them and took it a step further to make sure that they were still interested in their goals. And then 11:30 to 12:30, I had coach accountability calls. So I had it scheduled out everything today, and my personal development is done in the morning during my shower and laundry and all that. And my workouts were done before that. So I do my workouts first because I know once I get started with my business, my workouts are a vital behavior, and once I get started with my business, I won't pull away from it. So I do that first. I do personal development second because my body feels good, my mind's in the right place, I got my workout done, then I do my personal development. And then the rest of the day was about everything else on that business activity tracker, but I had it scheduled out. Not only did I have a list of it, but I had it scheduled out in 15, 20, 30-minute increments, whatever it's going to take. And I will tell you, this list actually took me less time. I completed this list in less than 2 hours. Not the workouts and the personal development, but everything else. All of my inviting, all my following up, all of my checking in with my challenge groups, all of answering emails and Facebook messages, all of my follow-ups, posting to every single one of my challenge groups and training groups. I did all of that in less than 2 hours. And I have a lot of groups. I have a team of over 1,100 people. So I have to have efficiency. To be able to help that many people, my business has to be organized and it has to be efficient, and I can't be reinventing the wheel. I need to make it duplicatable for my coaches. So this was just a very random, all over the place video that I wanted to share with you guys, because this is what I noticed people are struggling with this week. And I want to bring you back to the basics. It's really important that as a coach, you are doing the vital behaviors, but in these training groups that you're holding your coaches accountable to these vital behaviors. Use your 7-day quick start, use your business activity tracker. If you are struggling and you are frustrated, it's something that you can take care of. It's something that you have the power to change. That's awesome. Life is pretty incredible. We have the power. When you realize that you have the power to make those changes, you'll be unstoppable. Because when something comes your way, when you're having a bad day, when you're frustrated, that's on you. And you know how to fix it. You create solutions, and that's what a leader does. So hopefully some of these tips have helped you. I'm sorry, it is all over the place. Hope you all have a great weekend.